Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing you a design team project for Doreen over at Ooh La La Vintage Treasures, and I'm making her Azure clutch out of her beautiful digital kit, and I will show you the pages in the kit that I used to create the clutch with. Some beautiful florals, some lovely creams and beautiful accent colors. This is the inside of the clutch. It looks like a little silk lining. And this beautiful collaged piece. I just love that. All the pretty colors and the patterns. So much visual interest in that. And this page is actually what I used to create the outside of the clutch. And then I used the previous page for the liner inside. And then in the kit is also some pieces that you can snip up and use for belly bands and tuck spots. I just love this ruffle piece. That is so beautiful. And then there's some little corner pockets here and some beautiful bows and brooches that can be fussy cut and used in so many different ways. And then a page with ephemera that you can use to make tags and little journaling spots. Just some beautiful pictures there. So that is the kit. And now I will show you what I created. This is my clutch, and I think it just turned out lovely. I absolutely loved creating with this kit. It was so fun. The colors are absolutely stunning together, all the creams and the pretty accents, and I just love it. So I started by fussy cutting some of the bows, and actually I'll tell you that the actual clutch was printed on fabric. So the bows and the clutch and some of the little elements inside the pockets and things were made out of printable fabric. So I layered the bows with some lace and gave it a little dimension. And in the center, I used a vintage rhinestone from Doreen's Precious Bits kit that I recently received. I am absolutely obsessed with this kit. It had so many beautiful little bits and pieces in to create with, and I'm so excited to use some of them in this project. It's the first time I've used them, so I just think it turned out lovely. The little florals over here and this beautiful leaf with the gold glitter and the little snippet of vintage lace right there, those were all part of the Precious Bits kit as well. So I did a little collaging, add some pearls and bling, a little floral with a little pearl in the center, and then I added the lace on the front flap and trimmed it in sari, and added the little tassel with the pearl top. I thought that was so sweet. And then for the tie, for the closure, I didn't want to put anything too heavy on it, so I just wrapped a piece of vintage lace around the button, but I did not tie it or knot it on there. It's just looped around, so it can be removed rather easily. And the tassel could be used for another project if someone wanted to, or the lace. And the lace is just simply tied around the back. So we'll untie and take a look back here. I didn't want to embellish too heavily on the back since the front had a lot going on. I wanted the digital to speak for itself because it was so beautiful. But I did add this removable little tag. You could use it for a journaling spot in a book. You could glue it to the side of a page and use it as a tuck. It could be flipped over for the journaling, for the writing. And I just fussy cut one of the roses out of her kit and added a little feather over here and some cheesecloth on the paper bag and added some little pearls in the center. And I thought that looked very nice. And then here's the beautiful pattern on the back. A little piece of feather on there. And isn't it lovely? I just think these colors are absolutely stunning. The way she's collaged with the writing and the florals and the ruffles, it's just so pretty. I love it. So also the closure, if you don't want to do it horizontally, or vertically, I'm sorry, you could do it horizontally as well, and just take it across the sari in the front and tie it in the back. That gives it a little different look as well. So let's open it up and see inside. So you have the top flap and the bottom flap, and inside is all the goodness. So on the top, I cut out one of the elements and used it as the belly band, trimmed it in a little vintage lace, added a little piece of an applique backed with some cheesecloth that I tea dyed, and added just a little bit of bling there. And then I fussy cut, trimmed the top and the bottom in pearls as well, and just tucked some little things in there to use for creating. I fussy cut some of her little hearts, topped it with a little sari bow with the tiny paper clip, and just cut out some hearts. I added a little heart doily that I had along in my stash as well. I thought that looked so pretty with the hearts. So we have that. Boy, these little paper clips are strong. I don't want to tear the heart. Well, we'll set that off to the side a moment so you don't have to see me struggle. Then next I put in some little elements that I did not use for the tags and ephemera, but I wanted to include them because they're so lovely that I thought whoever receives this can use them in their creations. So I topped it with a little paper clip with tulle on the top, kept it simple, and then there's the little bits and pieces that were left over from the digitals after I cut them out. And there's that pretty little ruffle again that I love. So we have that. That clip is a little easier. That tiny little gold one is rough, let me tell you. And then I did tuck in just some things I had in my own stash that I thought would look pretty with the kit if someone wanted to create with it. Some little tiny vellum papers and some little clear stamps. There's a little butterfly that I thought the colors looked pretty with this clutch, and then a couple little windows someone could use. So just a few little extra items. And then on the middle, I again used some of the, I'm having trouble with those clips, some of the cut up appliques, and also a little piece of lace that I put some pearls on. And then I attached a little cluster of some lace and some sari, and then fussy cut some little flowers from the kit as well that could be used, and then just topped it with a sari and lace bow. So that's a nice little piece. And then off to the side here, this top layer is a belly band, so you can tuck some longer things in there, which I did with this tag. That's a beautiful piece of the print there that we saw on the digital. And I just did a little collaging with some lace and topped it with some pearls. Left it rather plain on the back and just added a little lace at the bottom. And this is one of those hidden journaling spots, which is the first time I made this, and I think they're so fun. I used another page of one of the kits and just did a little faint stamping on the bottom so it left plenty of room for journaling. And you've got journaling on the front and the back. So that was one tag. And then also in the front we have a little one of the flags that I cut out from the kit. It's got some little ruffles on it, and I just added some netting and some lace and a little dangle that I made, and that can be used when you're creating. And then we've got a stack here, and this little tag I think is just darling. I love this one. The print on there, the picture is just so beautiful with the bottles and the roses. I think it's so pretty. I just made a poofy little lace topper there and added a little pearl in the center, and it's just plain on the back for writing. And I tucked it in with a couple other pieces that I didn't use but wanted to include because they're so lovely as well. There's the beautiful Eiffel Tower and a lovely set of chairs with a beautiful floral centerpiece. So those would make wonderful tags as well. So there's that little stack. And then behind the belly band, I put a piece of beautiful gold lace, and I adhered it to the bottom as well, so it made it a pocket rather than a belly band. So you've got the belly band on top and the pocket underneath. And inside of that, we have a lovely little tag, a little journaling card. And this is probably this one and then this little one here that we just looked at. Those are my two favorite prints in this whole kit. I just love them. For some reason, they just spoke to me. So I added some little pearls in the center of the roses, a little vintage button, and some pearls on the side. And I put the lace on the front, and I wrapped it around the back, and I left it long, so you have a little private journaling spot. And just did a little stamp there, so there's plenty of writing on the tag. I thought that one turned out lovely. I really like that one. And then also tucked into this pocket, we have another tag. And here's another one of the bows printed on the fabric and backed with some cheesecloth, a little bit of bling, little Swarovski crystal in the center. And then I just put a little collage dangle of some snippets here with some lace and some sari. And then when you turn it over, I made it a tuck. So you have a little journaling space there, and then I created a little booklet. And it's just tied with sari, little sari and lace on the front, and it's just part of that lovely print that I cut out from one of the digitals. And I just tied the little papers in so they can slip in and out very easily. You can add more, you can take them out and use them for something else, or you can journal in it like a little booklet. So I just used some embossed paper and some coffee dye paper with a little bit of lace and some book page and a torn up paper bag that I added a little lace to, and ran the book page down the back. And this is a little snippet of this gold lace here that we made the pocket out of. Just kind of to tie it all in together. I like to add little elements that makes it cohesive. And then we have the center and some little snippet of lace and more of the book page there. And a little piece I cut out from a piece of organza and put that on. And then back to the emboss page. So that just tucks into the little pocket, and then I did a fussy cut of another one of the hearts and just backed it with cheesecloth, a little tiny flower and a Swarovski crystal in the center. So that was a cute one as well. And then out of my stash, I found a cute little frame that I thought went lovely with the kit. So I just kind of included that too for future use. And then on the bottom here, make sure we're all in frame, I have in these pretty little tuck pockets, corner pockets, I cut a piece out of one of her other kits. And oh goodness, I should have written the name down. There's so many lovely kits. But that's from another kit, and then I added a little piece of an applique as well. And I don't know if you can see this very well, but in the center of the pearls, I dabbed a little bit of glitter there to give it just a little shimmer. I think it's so pretty. and then I cut it with my little fancy scissors and made a little uneven edge on it. And then on the back, again, I used some of the little flowers from the lace that we used here just to tie it all in, and another piece of an applique on some netting. And that makes just a sweet little journaling spot. And then on this side, we have another sweet little tag, the little sari and some opal bling on there. And again, I hope you can see this, but I took some glitter and outlined the flower, the different elements of the flower, and put glitter on it and made it sparkle. It looks so pretty in the light when you can see it shimmer. It just makes that rose pop. And then on the back, just a simple little stamp. So there's plenty of journaling spot on there as well. And then, if you can see on here, on the little corner pockets, I added some little pearls for some sparkle and cut out some pieces of lace over here and added pearls in the center of those florals as well. And then when we fold it up, we've got one more pocket here. There's that pretty print that I love so much. And I tucked a couple little things in there, another little tiny tag that I made with some more of that opal bling on there, and some more of the gold lace, and just a tiny little rose gold stamp on the bottom. And then on this one, I cut out just a piece from her kit and I just folded it in half and added some organza over the top of this lovely writing, and I thought it just looked so soft and pretty, and it had that pretty little floral on there, and just added a little bling on the side to keep it simple. Just add a little detail to accent the lovely writing on the digital. And then you open it up and there's a little stamping on the side, some spot for writing, and then a sweet little tag and a tuck spot over here. And I just love this little tag too. I think it is so darling. It's got some lace, and I used some Aurora Borealis Swarovski crystal to pick up the colors in the tag, and it just picks it up so beautifully. And just wrapped the lace around the back a little bit and put just some little stamping on the tag. And just tucked that right in there. I love little unexpected spots when you open something up, or you see a flip up that you didn't expect, or just kind of something fun. So that is the project. I just think it turned out lovely. I just absolutely adore this kit. And I think it's just so beautiful. It would make a lovely gift for a happy mail, or for your own desk to sit on there and put some ephemera in there. When I'm creating, I like to gather some ephemera to give me some inspiration for my project that I'm working on, and I always have it in some sort of a little folder or something at the ready on my desk, and I think that these look so lovely to do that with. So I hope you enjoyed the video and the project. I think it just turned out lovely. I can't speak highly enough for Doreen's kits. They are just absolutely beautiful, and again, I will link her information below, so you all will have no problem finding her. And I thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, I hope you give me a like and a comment. Let me know which piece you liked, or what you thought about the project. And I just really appreciate all your support. I'm trying to grow my new little channel, and it's been so fun. So I hope you stay tuned as well and follow me. Hit subscribe. Tomorrow I will be bringing you an amazing haul video. I got gifted some wonderful things, and I found some wonderful things, so that's coming up tomorrow. And then after that is my next design team project that I already have in the works. So I hope you enjoyed it, and again, I thank you so much for watching. You have a blessed evening or day, whenever it is that you're watching this. Thanks so much. Bye.